Interview presented by Canaceutics Medical Dispensary, proudly serving New Mexico cannabis patients with trustworthy all-natural medicine since 2010.
Gabriel Padilla, alongside Jeremie Holloway, ahead of BKFC 48. He's going to be on the main card, scheduled to face a hometown in William Alfredo Santiago. How has camp been, and how you feeling today, my man?
Man, camp has been great. I feel great today. Looking forward to next week, man. Just trying to keep the excitement down, till it's time to dial in.
What kind of pace do you have right now moving forward into fight week? Do you kind of keep it full-fledged on sparring and stuff, or is it kind of just, getting the mind right and just getting things put into place?
I do whatever my coach tells me, bro. That's it. I'll let him take care of that. So we train. If not, we don't. But as far as it goes with him, we work every day. So it's nothing new.
Veteran of the sport in MMA, combat veteran. Man, I have to go back in time a little bit. I would be rude not to ask about your MMA. A lot of big names in your career. I want to ask you about that short notice Michael Venom Page fight, man. That was awesome. What did that do for you, man? And how was that, and how that all kind of came together?
Well, my plan was that it was gonna give me the 3-fight deal that we negotiated within the contract. Those were the terms of me taking that fight on short notice, because they offered me a good bit of money, but I turned down some of the money to extend the deal. So from there, I moved to Dallas, Texas, thinking that was going to pan out. But then, I ended up sitting out for a year to the contract didn't fulfill itself, but it put me in around some good people at the time. At the time, I was at Octagon before they transferred to Fortis MMA. And, they put quite a few guys in the UFC, and I had some great training partners. The first gym I got to when I got down there, I was training alongside Earl Spence Jr., Robert Brandt, some good boxers out of that area. So I got to mix up my game and, really expand my skill set. So I wouldn't say it was too bad, I guess, just minus the money.
Right. And then
Yeah.
kind of knowing about your career and stuff, man, and following you, BKFC was on the radar years ago.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right. It just kind of didn't happen to where you were able to get into the squared circle just yet. Can you kind of just describe that process and now what it's going to finally mean to you and feel like stepping into that squared circle, basically 4 years in the making?
That I'm finally getting to fulfill something. Like, let me wrong. Like, I love MMA, but anybody that knows me knows that I started out boxing as a kid. Boxing has always been my first love. But due to the fact that, there was nowhere to really get involved into boxing in my area and what I had going on at the time, I had to find something to do with my time before I found time to do. So I walked into an MMA school, man, and, just fell in love with the sport and gradually, just gravitated towards that. But the opportunity to just throw my hands and not focus on takedowns or kicks, but do what I love, granted it's bare knuckle. Shit, man. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I think I really get the chance to really display my skill set. And I really think that I have the advantage all the way around. Not looking over Will, but I've been waiting a long time for this. And you see, they gave me a guy 2-0 for my debut. So they must have faith in me or think I'm a chump. Either way, it's not going to go the way most people expect.
I was gonna ask you on your thoughts on that matchup when they gave you the call and told you who the opponent was gonna be. Were you kind of surprised, or is it kind of just it is what it is, anytime, anywhere?
Nah, man. Like, I was already chomping at the bit year after year. Like, started trolling matchmakers, guys that are posting on pages, whatever I could do. So to get this opportunity at 175, because I fight a lightweight. 170. So really, it's been a great camp because I haven't really had to do too much to my body. Got to eat good throughout the camp, train smart. And like I said, man, I'm just ready for this opportunity.
Actually speaking, technically, when you guys do step into the squared circle, what do you think your opponent could bring to the table that could either, help you get the win, or is there anything that, gets your attention from him technically in the sport of bare knuckle?
Um, I don't really want to say too much,
I
I want to
understand.
go.
I understand.
Just know I love what you do, Will. Keep that shit up. Please do more of that next Friday.
We're getting close. When do you make it out here to Albuquerque?
I'm actually coming out Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I got some friends over at Jackson's. I trained over at Jackson's 2 summers ago. So come over there Tuesday, man, get acclimated, the elevation. And just soak it up, man. Yeah, soak it up and dial in.
I know it's time. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity. Do
Oh
you
man, thank
have
you.
any final messages for anything or anybody?
Yes, man. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to my coach, Jesse Pacetta, man. Shit, timing's a motherfucker, man, but we got it now. My sponsors, Eric Ortega, Rooftop Adjusters, Bradley Armstrong of A5 Trucking. You guys also be sure to follow me, hit him Holloway, IG. And yeah, man, just check out the fight next week. I promise. You're gonna be disappointed.